really gets to the point where something that you should be able to laugh about is actually quite upsetting. Hello, Hannah, wait. Hello, right, I am going to sort myself out today. I'm going to sort my life out. Just finished filming the last vlog, which was my mania of doing the downstairs, all very, very dark blue. Today, we're drawing a line. We are emptying the case. We are washing. We are drying that washing and putting the washing away if it ever dries. That's the plan. I'm going to clear up in here a little bit. I'm going to make myself a list. What does need to get done today? It is already 10:38, which time is ticking, because when I pick up Milo from school, I've got to take him to football, and then that takes us to like 8 o'clock at night, which means I've pretty much got till 3. That's not a lot of time, but I think I have that weird buzzy energy that I could get a lot of stuff done if I focus it in the correct way. Job one is, if I'm totally honest with you, I was gonna say job one is washing some clothes, but we're all friends here. I can tell you the truth. I'm re-washing clothes that I left in the washing machine overnight. Also, what do we think though? The dark blue, I am obsessed. It needs patching up a little bit. I'm not a professional, but I love the dark blue. Job 2 is getting myself into somewhat of an okay looking something. Maybe I'll keep the jumper on actually. I was gonna get changed and it might be a little bit dirty actually. Also when you only see the bottom of my hair, it looks so blonde. So weird, because I always think it's really dark, but that's actually pretty blonde. I don't know what I want to do for my next appointment, whether or not I want to, I don't know. We've been watching Friends from the beginning. I don't know if you've been following along with us, but we've been watching Friends from the beginning with Milo, who's never seen it before. He's nearly 13.
Hi, Ross.
Hi, Ross.
Take the Emily.
Take the Rachel.
Oh my God. And it's been amazing to watch what was one of my absolute favourite shows. And then, I don't know, in the past couple of years, I've just not watched it as much. I just watched it every single day for like, I want to say 15 years. And then, I don't know, I think I overdid it. And then I was like, I don't want to watch Friends at all. And so I'm watching it now with him for the first time, maybe in a few years. And obviously, Rachel's hair, it ebbs and flows. At the moment, I think she's leaning towards too blonde where we're at right now. But there's a real sweet spot, and I feel like that is the Rachel colour that I've spent my entire life wanting. And then even now I'm like, oh, I want to be darker. Oh, I want to be blonder. You just can't have it. I was going to do a face mask because I've been breaking out all over the shop, but I think that's just going to put me further behind because I need to do my hair, I need to put on makeup. If I'm actually going to film some videos, these things need to happen. Also, I need more water on my face. I had a major freak out yesterday because I couldn't find this anywhere, and I was absolutely convinced that I'd left it in Hong Kong. Because the reason that I've broken out all around here, I know that chin breakouts tend to be hormonal, but still, stick with me here. The reason that I've broken out is I haven't used this cleansing brush in probably a week because it was still in my case. It makes such a big difference that even 3 nights in Hong Kong, I had to take it with me. And then when I came home, I just went on a tear of nothing else matters apart from apart from painting the snog. And I just kind of didn't do anything. I was kind of splashing a little bit of water on my face, moisturising here and there, but not really doing anything in terms of my regular skincare. And not using this device for a few days makes such a big difference. I'm not massively acne prone these days, but this and my red light therapy mask, but this I think has made the biggest difference if I had to pick between the two. And this has red light in it as well. But it really, really keeps my skin consistently clear. Also, I had a breakout up here as well, so it's not just hormonal. Although it could be hormonal as well, I don't know. I'm trying out this new cleanser that Nip and Fab sent to me, and I don't know if I like it. Melting Jelly Cleanser. I think I'm using it wrong because it feels really oily. I think maybe, what does it say? I think maybe it's kind of like an oil cleanser. Massage cleansing jelly to dry face until melts into a rich oil. Yeah, okay. So I'm using totally the wrong cleanser for my cleansing brush. This is more like a cleansing balm. So jury's out. I'll see how I like this as a first cleanse rather than my cleanse with my brush. Tell you what I'm really excited about. Autumn! Since I got home, it's been so cold, and then every day I leave the house and I'm like, oh, it's crisp. Look at this autumn scene. Oh, there I am. Hi. I just kind of stepped out the house and was like, wow, oh, I love this kind of autumn light. It is crisp, there are autumn leaves. I left and it was summer, and it is autumn. It's very exciting. But it also means that I need to rotate my clothes a little bit. My cardigans can come back. Oh, the sweatshirts. I've missed you, autumn. This feels kind of autumnal, right? Oh, do you know what? It kind of feels witchy. I'm going to York at the weekend with the boys, and we're going to go and do some witchy things. I made a list of stuff that I want to do in the autumn time, and I thought, why wait until October, November, when it'll be busier and the weather will be worse? So I want to go and do some witchy stuff near us, because I know that, like, I was looking at places that we want to go in the next few years, and like Lee had been saying, what do I want to do for my 40th? And I kind of want to go to New England-y kind of places, but my birthday's in February, so we've been kind of in two minds about whether or not we want to do that, like, actually for my birthday, or just for my birthday and later in the year. But I want to go to Salem, I want to go to Boston, I want to go to Maine, I want to go to Connecticut, all the places I want to go. I feel like maybe we could do that in one trip. Anyway, I was researching places in Salem and all these like cool places, and I thought, I bet there are some really fun places near us that people from other countries travel to. And I thought, York, we never go to York. It's on our doorstep and we never go. And when we do want to go, it's always like a crazy time of year, like Christmas, where it's just the crowds are crazy. But it's not really different at Christmas. It's just, it feels like a festive thing to do. So if we go in September and we do all the like witchy Harry Pottery stuff that people will do at Halloween, then that'll be a good time, right? And maybe if we go very early in November and do the Christmas stuff, and it will be less crazy touristy, but I don't know, I just had a flash of, I want to make more use of the stuff that's literally on our doorstep that other people will tourist. I'm rollered. Okay, that's a good start. This is a good start. I'm rollered. I think that I had that on too high of a heat setting because I burnt my fingers touching my own hair. I feel like I need something when I put rollers in my hair to like get them off my face so that I can do... Could I do this? Could I? Would this work? Could I put a bag on my head? I mean, a little bit. It's like, it's kind of what I'm going for. Oh, it's beautiful. I just kind of want them to be like pushed back so I don't put oil, etc. in my hair while I'm waiting for it to set. I think that's exactly what I was going for. It's exactly perfect. Also, I'm running out of this priming oil. I think I'm on my 4th bottle of this. This is exactly why I wanted to do the like no more beauty blogging stuff. Not because I don't love makeup and skincare, because I do, but because I didn't want to keep having many new things come in so that I don't really know what I like anymore. Like, if you're constantly being given new things, then you're trying new things, you find, oh yeah, I really like this, but what were my really favourite things? Sometimes I'll remember something that I used for years, and then it was replaced by something else that came in PR, and I kind of forgot about it, but it was so good, and there's no reason for me to stop using it. Like this, I have now purchased this multiple times with my own money, but Pixie originally did send it to me, and it is fantastic. But if suddenly someone else sent me a facial oil, would I forget about my beloved priming oil? Would I? Would this just disappear? Why won't this focus? Would this just disappear from my life if suddenly somebody else sent me something, and it would just become like an overwhelming pile of stuff. That's kind of how it feels. So yeah, that's the main reason. I want to get back to a more realistic makeup collection of stuff that I love, especially as I'm getting older and my skin does not react the same way to makeup and skincare and stuff anymore. Like the stuff that works really well, but the stuff that doesn't work really not so well. And I just want a small, not small, but you know, reasonable stash of things that I know works for me right now. And that is just not everything anymore. You know, as I'm approaching 40, if I want to wear makeup, which is absolutely an option, I want to know that the things that I have in my stash are things that are very specific to me right now. I can't do that when things keep coming in and I'm reviewing things and being like, you know? I've just been looking everywhere for this. It was literally right in front of me. I'm lip liner in. That is how serious this is today. We're ready. I'm feeling 90s Michelle Pfeiffer. I'm all about it. Right, now, although the case is not yet unpacked, I am going to go and film something. I've got a couple of videos to film that I'm going to film downstairs in the new dark room. One video down. I think I might need another can of Coke. Might need another can of Coke to keep me going. One video down. What else was I going to do? Ooh, I was going to do my Hong Kong haul. Maybe I'll get everything together. Do my Hong Kong haul. 3 videos. I have not filmed 3 videos back to back in a long time. Right, I'm gonna have some lunch now. I've only got an hour before I need to do the school run, so I've left myself not a lot of time. But did I mention, also my lunch is leftovers, did I mention not only that I filmed those 3 videos, but I also edited them. While I have lunch, I'll do the thumbnails. She's on fire! I do still need to clean up a little bit everywhere from this weekend's DIY situation. So there is that I'm not hugely keen on. Oh, I've got to get my washing out of the washing machine. Maybe I'll do that now while I remember. She's actually getting the washing out and she's going to hang it out to dry. Is there anything she can't do? Many things. And she hasn't yet actually put the washing out. Also, I've got that, like, what did I do with that fork? That's the fork. I've got that, like, Lord Farquhar hair going on now. That's my... It's gone Farquhar. I don't know why the lighting seems to be so much harder. I never vlog on this camera. This is like my big DSLR camera. And I don't know why the lighting seems to be so much trickier for this camera than even my phone. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to share this, what is a really basic tip. Just in case, like me, you didn't think of this, but if you are keeping pasta for the following day, put oil in it. Put oil in it. So I would have pasta with butter and parmesan, and this has got a little bit of chicken that I made as well thrown in. And I'm just going to put some more parmesan on it because, you know, can never have enough. But this one didn't have butter in it because I put it in the bowl as and when. And to make sure it didn't stick together, I just thought maybe I'll put some oil in the pasta. I've never known this as a thing. No one ever told me to do this. And when I did it, and especially now, it just all like didn't stick together and congeal. I'm like, is this a thing? Were people doing this whole time? And I didn't know. And then I thought, well, I got to 38 and I didn't know about it. So I'm going to spread the word because it might be one of those things that everyone just thinks everyone knows. And maybe they don't because I didn't. And I have pasta all the time. I intended on... Got hair in my mouth. I intended on getting changed for the different videos I was going to film, so I wasn't wearing the same clothes in every video. Like I would have done in 2012. I ran up and down the stairs twice. I can't do it. Okay. And then I didn't because I really liked this. This was just like a random, I'll throw it on. And I think this, especially with the chains, I think it looks really cute and with the length of hair. And so then I was online like, well, I'm going to need more of these in different colours. obviously, and I had to stop myself. I have to stop. Like, I can't just buy things all the time. Just because I like this doesn't mean I need it in 4 colours. I can just wear this. And then I wash it and then I just wear it again. I think part of it is because I get into like a comfort zone with clothes, and then I just want to wear the same clothes all the time, and I don't want people to just think I'm just wearing the same clothes and never washing them, although that's sometimes happening. So then I need them in multiple different colours. Maybe it's like the obsessive thing, but it caught me off because the card said it was full. I think that was a message. Happy Wednesday to all who observe. 2 things. First of all, I can't get enough sleep at the moment. I don't know if I'm still just catching up from being away and not sleeping enough. I can't get enough sleep. I really wanted to do a really early morning today and get some stuff done before work, but it's just not happening. Also, this pizza has been so hit and miss. Sometimes it's got like a really nice, creamy mozzarella on top, and sometimes it hasn't. And I don't know if we're just getting the wrong one. I don't get it. Like, sometimes it's got like mozzarella and tomatoes and a little bit of basil. Like, it looks like a fresh, nice pizza. And then sometimes it's just a pizza. And I feel I should tell you that because I recommended it so emphatically in a previous vlog. Was it today? Was it previous? I don't know. But it's not as good as I thought it was. I've truly never needed coffee more than I need coffee this week. I think it's going to be like a coffee and 3 Pro Plus morning. Is that the most perfect cup of coffee you've ever seen in your life, or what? Since I've been doing the morning coffees again, I've had some questions about milk frother. I will try and remember to link it because someone asked, and it took me forever to find the one that I'd had. So I'll try and remember to link it in this video. If it didn't, please remind me. But it's a stainless steel jug that comes out of a base. It's like an induction base. And then this whole thing can go in the dishwasher, which is amazing. And then it's got like separate attachments. It can do hot, it can do cold, it does like frothy cappuccinos, it does velvety lattes, and I do milkshakes and stuff for Milo. It's amazing. Those of you who are not new to me will know that I have, apologies, nearly flashing you, really frustratingly chronic back pain situation. It's like a between the shoulder blades upper back thing. Well, this past month I have developed a lower back pain. And this week, it has got to the point of like, can't sleep at night because it hurts so much. It's just not fair. It's like, it's not getting better in any area. It's only getting worse. I just don't feel not ready for my entire body to just completely collapse and give up on me. Also, this is from Primark. One of my absolute favourite night dresses these days. Lee thought it was a proper dress, number 1. Which, I mean, I get it. But also, I feel like I'm cosplaying as Moana. Speaking of the back situation, because I've kind of got like a bit of a humped, a rounded shoulders thing and not much in the way of a neck, we were watching Moana and I kind of half jokingly said, oh my god, Moana's grandma, her back is like my back, like a real rounded, like situation. And Milo was like, oh my god, that is so weird. Not even a little bit of humour in his voice. So we now say this is my Moana's grandma 90. Anyway, it's been an actual working day today, and I've got some other work done and some editing done and things. So I am treating myself to a cherry pie. I don't think, as an adult, I have had a pie like this that I had to heat myself. I feel like I've only ever had pies like this at my mum and dad's house. So how do you reheat it? There's no instruction. Presumably that's because you don't have to reheat it. I'm going to go with, I don't even have any foil. Oh, sure I have foil. I was going to go with put it in the oven and cover it with foil so it doesn't burn. But maybe we'll just do like 10 minutes in the oven and see what happens. It's a cherry pie. Hopefully it will be delicious. I want to say it smells really nice, but it does, but it kind of just smells like pastry. We're 10 minutes in and so far so good. I really thought it might burn. I don't know what I thought. Just making this stuff up. And it did occur to me when I pulled this out of the cupboard. This is one of the things that I consider to be like, you have to have this in all the time. What is something that you know, like gravy granules? What is a thing that you always expect to just be in the cupboard? Like Heinz baked beans, for example. Like just staples that if you run out of it, it's immediately replaced because that's just like, it's not for a meal, it's just because you know you have to have it in. Follow-up question. Do you measure custard and gravy, or do you eyeball it? I'm an eyeball it kind of person. Possibly thicker than it should be. Maybe a little less than that, just a touch. But I don't think I've ever measured. I don't even think I know how much water is supposed to go in custard or gravy. I realise I'm talking a strange amount about gravy. It's because we had chicken for dinner. We had chicken and potatoes and gravy. And that's why. It's not completely random. Milo wanted chicken for dinner, and then I immediately was like, well, I feel like we need a proper dessert when we have a Sunday dinner on a Wednesday. And so we're having pie. I know that I have inspired at least one of you to have pie tomorrow after watching this. So please accept this as information. I put it in the oven at 180 for 10 minutes and it reheated and it was totally fine. Also, this is the correct custard to pie ratio. I had every intention of getting up at 5 o'clock this morning. Every intention, all the best intentions in the world. And then I woke up at 2 and was like, absolutely not, change my alarm to 7. And now it's nearly 8. No. I don't know what it is. I truly think I'm still catching up on sleep from being away because I just can't. Plus, the whole back pain thing last night was so weird. That was like bizarre. This is not painkillers, this is Pro Plus. I'm having a cocktail of pills this morning. Anyway, I have to get Milo stuff for home ec this week. I have to tell you the list of things that need. You'll die. Me and Lee were just talking about it because when you've got kids in secondary school, they do cooking, right? And you remember doing cooking. You remember like having to take ingredients to school. That's all fine. Milo did a whole term of it last year. All cool. He made some really delicious bread. This year, last week he made pizza, which fine. And then it's like take the toppings of your choice. Fine. It's also then dependent on what you have in the house. That's all cool. I don't actually know what he's making. It just says couscous. So, you need to bring stock powder. Oh, fillings. Fillings. Would you say fillings for couscous? Anyway, you need stock powder. Fine. Couscous. Fine. This is where I feel they've gone a little bit mad. Spring onion. Yellow pepper. Cucumber. Tomato. 3 dried apricots, parsley, and low-fat dressing. 1, what child is eating this? 2, this is so many ingredients that if you didn't already have them, it feels really excessive to be asking parents to purchase these for their children to make food that they will never eat. I mean, they really lost me at dried apricots, but there's so many ingredients. I was just saying to Lee, it feels like oh, I'm going to buy all the stuff. I'm going to give him all the stuff. He's never going to eat this food. I mean, maybe some kids will eat the food, but that's by the by. Even if they did, it seems excessive. I'm going to buy the stuff. And it feels like they should have done something where you rotate and like I'm going to have enough of these things to provide for multiple children. So we should be able to volunteer, right? Well, let me put together 5 boxes for this class because some of this, like, we don't like apricots. 3 dried apricots. What are we going to do with the rest of them? Half a yellow pepper. I mean, I'm going to end up just making this meal. What is that? Oh, it's this. I'm going to end up just making this meal, I said to Lee. Like, we're basically buying everything that we need to make this meal. So whatever it is, I'm just going to make it because otherwise all this food is going to go to waste. Like, a medium tomato, fine. But a 1/4 of a cucumber, a 1/2 a pepper. This could be split between children. I don't know. I just you know, in this current economy, it feels insane to be asking people to go out and buy really random stuff that they might not already have. And I feel like they should have something in place where if I'm already prepared to buy it, let me provide it for someone else as well, you know? Because why are we all individually providing a quarter of a cucumber? This makes me laugh every single time I do it. It doesn't matter how many times I do it. It tickles me every time. I went downstairs for... Oh, also, feeling suddenly very glam. I'm going to film some stuff for my gaming channel and thought, zhuzh it up a bit, glam it up a bit. So I went downstairs for some tape to keep my headphone jack in the computer because it's like a, just doesn't work very well. It's like a, you know, just comes in and out. It's, what's the word I'm looking for, like a faulty connection. Went downstairs for the tape. I came back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, a match pot, and some more painkillers, and no tape. The candles is because on the way downstairs I had an idea for a reel that involved the candles, but every single time I do it I'm like, And this is why when people say, why is it important to have an ADHD diagnosis if you're not going to be medicated? Which, I mean, that's a whole separate conversation we'll have at some point. But this is why, because for the majority of your life, things like this happen. And it's tiny, it's mine, that happens to everybody. But when it happens as often as it happens to me, it kind of gets to the point where you're like, what's wrong with you? You are failing as a person, let alone an adult. What is wrong with you? Just get it together. Why can't you just? And when someone says, your brain works differently to other people's brains, you were literally just made differently. Like it's not you. I can't tell you the weight that is lifted, and that is why it's important. Because although these things seem so tiny, you know, like your forgetfulness and like, they are so tiny, but if it happens constantly, really wears you down. It's kind of like chronic pain. It's like, you know, you can deal with a headache one day, but if you had a headache for like 14 days, you might want to throw yourself out of a window. It's normal to have a headache, not normal to have a headache 14 days. Do you know? And it's just things like this that now I can be like, how ridiculous. Whereas before, if enough things happen in a row, really gets to the point where something that you should be able to laugh about is actually quite upsetting. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. It is 5:04. Oh my goodness. Oh. It's oh my goodness. It's Friday. It's an in-office day, which is always a good push for me to get up at 5 to get some things done before I have to leave, go for work. It's also the end of the week, and I'd like to get a few things ticked off, you know? I've said it before and I'll say it again, but when I do these like just talking head vlogs to a camera in the house and we never leave the house, it gives real Marion and Jeff. And if you have not seen Marion and Jeff, it is on BBC iPlayer. It is so fantastic. It's like the original vlogger that is Rob Brydon, and it's only ever him. Although I think they have like a flashback episode to the garden party that he talks about, but it's pretty much only ever him in his car. And every time I vlog, every time I think of Rob Brydon. I've accidentally done like a witch cosplay, I think. Gone really dark on the eyes. I was going to do like a dark red lip that I was really enjoying earlier this week, but I don't think I can do a dark red lip with these eyes, can I? It's going to have to be like a nude gloss, which is so standard. But I'm not even going to do anything with the back of my hair, I don't think. Maybe I'll put one curl in there. No, I'm not. I kind of was just working with the natural texture of my hair, just whacking a couple of extra curls, make it look a bit more done. I've also got a lot of powder on my face right now. abnormal amount of powder, like more powder than I need. So warm, so warm. Right, we're going to York. I'll see you when we get back. I intended to be like, just joking, and then take you around York, and it was so busy. We thought that we were going in like off-peak. It's kind of middle of September. It's not Christmas. It's not quite Halloween yet. The weather's meh a little bit. You know, what is it? And it's not payday weekend. We thought we'll be fine. It won't be too busy. Oh my God, it was like wall-to-wall people. So I did not, but we had a really nice lunch. Milo just shouted, oh my God.
Hey, guess what they do with the Harry Potter musical? You know the new one?
About the Harry Potter musical, apparently. We've just come back from football, and it was so much better. The game was so much better, but they still did lose. Last week they lost by a lot. This week they were a lot more evenly matched, but they did just lose by just a touch. But it is rough. I don't know how people do this. It's not just rough because it's like every week and it's outdoors and we're not outdoorsy people and we're not football people, but it's rough to watch your kids doing something and be so invested in something and have absolutely no control over the outcome. Like you see your kid injured or like tackled or dive on the floor and you're like, you just want to go and be like, nope, absolutely not, taking you home. And you can't. And then when they lose, there's nothing you can do about it. It's really, really difficult in a way that I wasn't prepared for. But that's what we were doing this morning. And now, all this afternoon, I'm going to have an afternoon of watching TV and playing video games. That's my plan. I actually ended up playing a lot of Animal Crossing. And then I played some new games for my gaming channel, which was really fun. I tested some new games out that I've not played before as like little demos. I'm going to bed quite late. It's 12:30. Oh, the light of my computer was the only light. It's 12:30 already, but I'm thinking I may do a 5 a.m. tomorrow because it's a short day for Milo at school and it'll just kind of like get me going. I might actually put the washing away that I did last week. It's possible. I might see you very early in the morning. I think I unplugged my satellite. That's not ideal. Oh, okay. I'm awake. It is official that every single time I decide I'm going to get up at 5, I have the worst sleep. It's totally the night before a flight feeling. Like I've committed to getting up, and I think part of me is constantly wondering, have I gone to sleep yet? Have I had any sleep? And another part of me is panicking that I'm not going to wake up immediately with my alarm and then I'm going to annoy Lee, which has never happened. Oh, never happened in the history of getting up at 5 a.m. Also, I just bought this yesterday. I didn't drink it. Almost like I knew. Wasn't unintentional. Cosmic Stardust energy drink. This might be absolutely horrible. I had some horrible headache this weekend. And energy drinks tend to help. But it passed on its own. Kind of raspberry-ish. Oh, maybe like sherbet. That's not my favourite, but I'll suffer through it. I have editing to do. I'll tell you what I probably should do that I've been massively putting off. I should probably put all of the clips onto my computer from Hong Kong. The final vlog, Lee said to me a couple of days ago, we should really edit that Disney Hong Kong vlog. I think it's purely because he wants to watch it. But I really should, because it's kind of almost getting to the point now where if I don't do it soon, I might just not do it. So maybe while I'm editing thumbnails and such, and doing the other little fiddly bits of stuff that I don't love, I'll put all of those clips onto my computer. That's what I'll do. But I'm going to end this vlog here. And I'll edit this as well. I'm going to tick, tick, tick this morning. I'm going to get it all boxed off. Start a fresh week. It's Monday morning. I'm going to start this week with everything I'm supposed to have done already. At least on the way to being done. It's going to be good. started off this vlog being like, come on, let's get it together. It was supposed to be a day. It's been pretty much a week. But I think, although it took me a week, it still counts, right?